Zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory. Ice on my neck like I'm Little Weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated to love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads. Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already there. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, 15.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And Reed with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Lucy. Green 80. Green 80's all right, it's all right.
Bortles now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. David Johnson here on the catch. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylighting. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
All right. Green 80. Move. Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5.
Green 80. 73. Move. Green is good.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll line with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Smith on 1st down. Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Room here to run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Hey, on.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They snap it to Smith. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now he'll let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
380. 11.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now a handoff. Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green 80.
Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ready. Back up.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On second down, here's Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the 50, it's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Smith throwing again. Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Smith now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 3rd down, here's Geis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Green 80. Green 80. 11.
Bortles now on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Green 80. Green 80. Ricky. Move.
On second down, here's Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Yeah, Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
This is Geis on a handoff left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit the tackle to Peter Kalambai.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
12. Regular.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Able to spin free. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
372. Shut. 380. Shut.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
380. 11B. Shut.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Bortles lets it go for Nelson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick the one that time to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to get this running game going with Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Being chased out left. That was good. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Smith on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it here with Thompson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's go, 15. Liz. Let's go. 15.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Hey, back up.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
Hey, 5-0. 380.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
So right. Set. 380. 372. 380.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
39, Lucy.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Johnson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Set. 380.
Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Buying time. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Airing one out for Crowder. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. return as he'll take it up past the 35. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Geis receives the pitch. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, on. Rip, rip, rip.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Redskins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Block.
They'll run with Geis. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Hey, 11B, 11B. So right. Set.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Lucy. 11. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This one taken from the 7. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Forced out to his left. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Robert Kimdichie in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15.